Welcome. Here we are, a new week. It is May 5th, Monday, and I'm here at home with a couple things to do. This will be a pop-up vlog, which I have not done in a while. I have a small event on Saturday from 9 to 12, just a few hours outside of a bakery for Mother's Day. And I'm looking forward to it. I unloaded the kiln, if you watched my last video, last week, and it was a success. I'm very excited with how everything turned out, and the color palette that I've chosen for the year is very sweet altogether. And I restocked one of the coffee shops that I sell in today, and then I will probably put stuff up on Etsy and then save the rest for the other shop that I sell my stuff in after the pop-up. So right now everything that I have will be for the event, and then we'll disperse afterwards. And I'm feeling very, very good. It is just now 8 o'clock on the dot, and I have a package to ship, some planning for the pop-up to do, like inputting stuff into Square, and I should probably take pictures of everything just because I like to have a log of all the stuff that I've made, and in the event that it sells and I want to make it again, I have a photo of it. So I might do that, probably not today, but definitely this week. And I also need to throw. I threw a bunch of stuff over the weekend. I'm incredibly proud of myself because as I was finishing up, I was like, that literally was not as literally, I said that silly, literally was not as challenging as I thought it would be. And that is a nice feeling to have. I will go grab the pieces that I made. That's a lie. Camera's coming to the show and tell. I'm not carrying all of them over here. First up, we have this little queen. I love it so much, and I am so excited to see it finished. It's like a decent size. Here's my hand for scale. I would love to see it as a centerpiece. I've definitely made this kind of stuff before, but it had just been a while. So, round two. The stuff behind there, those are going to be more to-go cups, which I will probably make later today. I just have to put the lids on them. And over here is my little haul. There's more stuff in the hallway where I keep all of my extra pieces and things. But I was able to make 4 more matcha bowls because you can never have enough. And then I made 4 of these cute little carved cups because if you've watched any of my videos, I have one that I use literally all the time. So I thought it would be fun to make more. I haven't made little anything plates in a while. I gave these a nice, they're so round, and I like the lip. And they stack cute. I made 6 or 8 of these. Very excited. Classic. Can't go wrong. Tried and true. And then I also hadn't made some squiggle tumblers in a minute. And so I did a few of those. And another thing I hadn't done in a minute, I made 2 of these really big, pasta vibe serving bowls. We love the swirl. And then last but not least, my little cuties. I made a few more, and I'm so excited now that I've seen how they turned out. Very much looking forward to firing these guys. The good news is I just talked for a minute only to find out that it was all out of focus. So here I am again. Hope you enjoyed my little tour of what I was able to make this week. I just have one more throwing session. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to make some more mugs. I have 13 balls of clay that I'm going to use, and 4 of those are going to be similar to this shape, except I want the bottom to be a little bubble, almost like the top of the cup is sitting on a little cloud. So I'm going to work on that later this afternoon, and then I'm going to make some tumblers that look like this minus the handle because they're really nice to hold, and I might add some ribbing when I carve it for an added grip, and then some squiggle mugs and some little guys like this. because they're my favorite. And like, ah, look how nicely your hand just sets right in there. So great. So yes, pop up this week. My shop update for the summer will be June 20th. I go on vacation at the end of this month. So I'm trying to spend the next 2 weeks throwing, glazing, firing. So that way when I come back, I have all of the pieces that I need for restocking my shops, updating my online store, adding stuff to Etsy. And yeah, I think that's a good game plan and it's very doable. Since I was able to make like, I don't know, 20 or 30 things this weekend, I feel like I'm in a really good spot. And after I finish this stuff, I will be able to load the kiln for a bisque this weekend and then start glazing. So that is the journey. I also need to update my website this week. I have not been using Instagram since like the beginning of the year, and I have been adding to my blog on my website a little bit more. But I had the idea yesterday, which I started this at the beginning of the year as well, but it just like wasn't time for it yet. But I made like a little Instagram like feed on my website. I truly just added it to the navigation bar last night and called it the feed. So my blog is like more like actual writing, in-depth stuff, and then this is more just like you would see on Instagram, a small caption with a photo. If you click through, there's probably like more photos in there as well. So that was a really fun addition to my site and something that I think will allow me to utilize all the photos that I'm taking and express things more in the moment with less immediate feedback. It can just be up there, short and sweet explanation of what I'm currently doing, and I don't have to like field comments or respond. I can just post it and ghost. So that sounds really great. And I added a bunch of stuff just from the last couple of weeks that I have been taking photos of because I love taking pictures and I do so all the time with or without Instagram. And so I just wanted a little space for all of them because that is the perk of Instagram is it's a nice log and like a nice little landing point for all the things I'm creating. But now it's just on my website. So check it out if that sounds fun. And it will be a lot easier to update that more regularly than like sitting down and like making a whole blog post. I normally like to have like a theme and something that I'm specifically writing about. So that is also on the list. I'm going to pack up this order, invoice them, and then I'll save throwing for later. And then I also need to do my pop-up planning, just inputting stuff into Square and taking photos of things, but I'll probably save that for later this week. So that's a nice little intro to the vlog, a long one, not little at all. Happy you're here. Hope we get a lot done, and that's that. Time to get to packing. Good afternoon. It is just after 1. I'm done trimming. Handles have been made for the few pieces that I'm going to make into mugs, and I am just going to take a little break before I do that. I've been tweaking with my website today, so I'm going to sit here and kind of add some more stuff to that. I want to just have it have a more seamless flow, have it feel like you're just reading a story with different things that you can click on along the way. So I'm going to sit here for a little bit and do that. And then if I don't see you for making handles, I'll see you on Friday when I am packing up everything for the market. I need to go through my bin, make sure I have everything charged in there, and then carefully pack away all of the pieces that will be coming with me. And I updated Square yesterday, so I'm good on that front. And yeah, that's Tuesday, baby. See you Friday. Good morning. Welcome to Friday. It is just now about to be 8 o'clock. To-do list is made. I just gotta make sure I'm pop-up ready. I honestly feel a little out of touch from doing this because it's been a while, but thankfully I pretty much reorganized my bin after I've done a market, so everything should be fine. I do think I'm gonna have to go later today and pick up some wrapping paper, and honestly I think that's it. I think I have plenty of bags and business cards and all of that. I'm gonna do a very minimal setup. I will maybe be bringing 40 pieces, maybe a little less. Yeah, and I think I have one table. I'll probably use half of it for my display and then the other half for packaging and wrapping pieces up. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think that it should be a fine little time. If anything, I get to hang out with my friends and enjoy a cute morning. There'll be a flower truck and a coffee shop popped up with me. So that's really cool, and I'm looking forward to it. I think today I'm just going to start with organizing my pop-up bin, making sure that I have all the things out that need to be charged, and finalizing my Square on my iPad that I use to check everybody out. And that's the game plan. It was a busy last couple of days, but I was able to load the kiln last night for a bisque fire, which feels really good. So it's on and running right now. And I just might start glazing this weekend so that I can hopefully load everything up again next Thursday and have a lovely kiln unload Friday morning. Fingers crossed. So yeah, progress is being made. I actually do think I'll be able to finish all of my shop update stuff before I leave for my trip, which feels amazing. And I'm also going to send out a reminder email today that I will be popping up tomorrow because I got the date wrong in my last end of the month email. So just going to do that and then announce my shop update, official date and time and all of that stuff, since it's almost a month out, just to get the initial idea out there, and then we'll see. Okay, I'm going to read and then begin the day. Okay. The newsletter has been scheduled to send in 15 minutes, which will make it 12 o'clock, and I only have 2 check boxes left that I need to check off on my to-do list, and that feels amazing. One of them is I have like a video finished. I just need to watch it one more time and export it and then make the thumbnail for that and just clean up my apartment, vacuum, tidy, that kind of stuff. And for now, I just want to sit on the couch because I was on my feet all day yesterday, and that's just what I need right now. So I'm going to make a thumbnail, carry on doing computer things. I'm really glad that I was able to make that flyer, and I will see you tomorrow for a really fun pop-up. Hello, welcome to Monday. Thank you so much for watching my little pop-up vlog journey. I have a little recap and then I need to get to glazing because I'm trying to fire the kiln again this week, and I have to go over there and unload it from the stuff I fired last week and start painting all of that stuff. And I have a bunch here that I also need to paint. The goal is to get at least my summer shop update in there, and at the most get stuff for Etsy and the 2 shops that I sell in, so that I can kind of have a good amount for restocking over the next couple of months, because I kind of want to take a little bit of a break during the summer. Not really a break, but at least a break from firing things, not necessarily making things, because it's just so much warmer and my kiln is old, so firing it in the summer when it's so hot here doesn't feel the greatest. So I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff out now. That way I will be set for at least a month or 2. So that's the game plan for this week. But the pop-up went well. It was short, sweet, a little too hot as per usual, but I had a good time, and it was nice to see some old customers, friends, meet new people, and just be able to do that and not have to pay and feel supported by the owners of the shop that we were popped up at. Yeah, it was just an overall really good reminder that I'm so grateful for my community here and feel really honored to be a part of the small business community specifically here. And it does feel very special. And I also was able to have my niece with me. She made some little candles, made a few sales. Her confidence and the way she can articulate why she's doing what she's doing, and yeah, endlessly inspired and impressed by her, and I actually have no other words. So moving on before I cry, I was able to sell about 15 items, make like $540, and my biggest item that I sold was my to-go tumblers. I think I maybe brought 3 or 4. Actually, no, I sold all of the ones that I brought. I think I brought 4 and I sold them all. I did sell a wine tumbler, very excited about that. And I had a couple things on sale, sold a matcha set and some mugs. And yeah, I am just really grateful for such a low-key event that it went well. And I am looking forward to getting my shop update stuff ready and just putting more stuff out there and hopefully selling it and just carrying on with the process. I, again, am just very grateful that this is like where I'm at in my life and what I'm doing in my life, even though it is very challenging and like financially not the easiest option. It is so worth it. And I feel like I'm living a very full life, and that is nice. So with that, I will leave you to go get to glazing. Thank you so much, as always, for hanging out and watching. I'll see you next time for a magical kiln unloading. Just going to speak that into existence. Bye.